Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is me Amritha. So it's been a long since I posted a video. That was because due to my exams I was not able to shoot any videos. So now I'm back with another video. So today's video is about how to beat procrastination. So procrastination is a problem that we all face. Like we all want to be productive, but this our biggest enemy, procrastination, takes over our productivity. So to beat procrastination, we need to create good habits and we need to follow them. For that, we need to create a good environment for ourselves to follow those habits. So the first step is to break big tasks into simple steps. For example, you have one chapter to study. It's a huge or a medium type of chapter you have to study that. So that's in your to-do list and you want to do that. But instead of having this big task to accomplish, it would be easier if you break down that task into 2 parts or 3 parts. So if for example you have one chapter, you cut down into two parts, like the first part and then the second part, like the easiest part of the chapter and the hardest part of the chapter. So you get like 2 parts, so it doesn't feel like the task doesn't feels very unaccomplishable, and like it's more easier for you to do. And instead of doing a big task which is going to be very tiring for ourselves and you're going to get overwhelmed, like it's going to take a lot of time. So instead of that, if you break down it into 2 parts and do the first part, then take a break and then do the second part, it would feel much lighter on ourselves and we won't feel that need to procrastinate. Like you feel like you have one chapter, so like maybe I'll learn it after 5 minutes, like you're going to complete one chapter in a go. So that's going to increase the tendency to procrastinate more. So the first thing is to break big tasks into simple steps. So the second step is actually a trick, and I'm not sure if it's going to work for everyone or not. It works for me. It's called the 5-minute rule. So it's kind of a trick which we use to manipulate our brain. So basically procrastination hits before you start doing a task. It's most commonly seen before you start doing a task. You feel like you can do it later or 1 hour later or the next day. You just keep on delaying the task. So instead of that, you just use this trick to manipulate your brain and tell yourself that you will start doing this task and end it with 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. And you start doing thinking you will only do it for 5 minutes, but once you started it, you have to continue it. So that's kind of tricking your brain to stop procrastination and start the task you want to complete. So I'm not sure if this is going to work for everyone, but it works for me. But you need to like just get started, then procrastination won't hit you. So the second step is the 5-minute rule, so which you can follow. So now let's go to the next step. So the third step is actually related to the first one. Like we told, we need to break bigger tasks into smaller ones, so it's also related to that. Set achievable goals instead of putting like a big one, like a big task, and it's not going to be achievable in one day, and you put that task in your to-do list, and when you're not able to do it, your procrastination takes over you, because it's going to demotivate you a lot. You're going to be like, okay, I'm not able to do it. So the next day to do the next task, you won't have the motivation to do the next task. You won't have the willpower to do your things the next day, because you have lost that. So instead of setting a big task, big unachievable goal, and you are not able to do it, it's going to degrade yourself. You should know, if you should be 100% sure that okay, I can complete this task today, then only put it in your to-do list, instead of like it's going to make you go down instead of going up. So there's a specific feeling you get when you complete all your tasks, but if you're not able to complete it, you will just feel bad. So instead of setting unachievable goals, set precise and achievable goals in your to-do list. So the fourth step is actually very common for us. We all know this is one of the main reasons for procrastination. It's distractions. So we have a lot of distraction nowadays. The most common distraction we all have is our mobile phones. Like we will be scrolling through Instagram, YouTube, or whatever it is. A lot of social medias is the main distraction we have nowadays. So for that, there is a lot of apps you can use for your phone, like Forest, a lot of study apps, which is going to help you recover your procrastination. So I'm not saying phone is the only distraction a person can have. There's a lot of distraction everyone can have. So it can be like watching movies, or like just sleeping too much. It's all procrastination. Like making your task move ahead and do your the easy tasks or be in your comfort zone than doing your tasks. That's all procrastination. So I'm just talking about distractions, which is like pulling you back from achieving your goals. That's all distractions. So I'm talking about the main distraction we all have nowadays. It's called mobile phone. So for that you can use a lot of apps, like I told. Forest or any other study apps is available. So I personally use Forest. It helps a lot. So it's like you can't use your phone while you were like, it's a tree growing, so until the tree is grown you can't use your phone. You can't use any other apps. Like when you open another app, it says your tree is going down. So it's like it's again mental manipulation for ourselves to control our distractions. So the fourth thing, like I tell, is to control your distraction, so only you can get rid of your procrastination. So the fifth thing is use a timer, or you take a certain time to do certain work. So one of the technique that I use is the Pomodoro technique. It's very helpful. So it's called the 25-minute. You work for 25 minutes and you take 5-minute breaks. So you need to use a timer for that, because otherwise in the break we're going to extend that break for 1 hour. So that's also procrastination. To avoid that, we need to use timer. You need to use 25 minutes for work and 5 minutes for break. So it's going to help you achieve your goals with less burnout. Like you won't feel tired or overwhelmed. Like you only work for 25 minutes and you get 5 minutes break. So you can use there is a lot of other techniques also available, not only Pomodoro technique. So the fifth one is to use a timer or use any of these kind of techniques. So I would suggest Pomodoro technique. I'm not sure if this is going to work for everyone, so you can check out other techniques online, you will get them. So the fifth thing is to use a timer or a certain time limit for your work. So the sixth step is reward yourself. So it's something we can use after completing our task. So you set yourself a reward, like you want to watch you have one episode of a series or something like that. You said that, okay, if I complete this task I will watch this, if I complete this I will do that. So like it's a reward for yourself, it's not another task. So after completing one task, you keep already before doing the task you need to set the reward. So after you complete the task, you will you while doing the task you won't procrastinate, because your mind is thinking about the reward and you want to complete this task, then only you will get that reward. So like that, you again, it's a mind manipulation. You just tell your mind you're going to get this reward if you complete this. So when you complete this you get a reward. So it's very helpful. Like it helps you to concentrate. Like it can be something that you like to watch, or like maybe you can treat yourself with food or something, anything that's entertaining for you, you can put it as a reward. So the sixth one is reward yourself. So the seventh one is accountability. You might feel procrastinated because you are alone, or you don't have a push, you don't have a motivation or someone to push you to do your goals. So if you have a study partner, or you have a friend who knows your goal, you knows what you want to achieve, if they put a reminder for you daily, it's going to be like a push for you to do your goals. So having an accountable partner is good. So like you can push them to do their goals as well as they can push you to do your goals. It's just like a reminder, like you need to achieve that, you need to do that. So it's a good thing, it's a good workable technique. I think so. നന്നാ എനിക്ക് എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ഇല്ലെന്നില്ല ഇനി പറയുന്നത്. So the seventh one is accountability. So we might be procrastinating because we are alone, or we don't have someone to push us. So if you have a study partner or a friend who knows your goal or knows what you want to achieve, can really push you and push you to achieve your goals and remind you daily of what you want to do. So it can go in both ways. Like you know their goals and they know your goals, so you can just plan it out. Like you remind me, I remind you. So this is something that really works, because if you have someone to push you to do your tasks, you're going to achieve it, because you get a reminder, like you want to do it continuously, then it's possible. So that's all the techniques that I have with me to share you with guys to beat procrastination. I know procrastination is a thing that we all face. So this is the techniques that had worked for me personally. So you can have other techniques as well. And also that's all for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. See you in the next video. Bye.